You get to know your secretaries, you know? You get to know them. Excuse me, executive assistants.
Are you...
Sooner or later, you just get to know them.
Yeah, a little covert cell phone audio.
For like the last 12 months, and you know, her personality, I gotta say, well, it's
No
it's
way
fate.
she's allowed to be smoking
There's
in here.
not a lot of personality with Helen. Helen, you're not a robot or nothing like an AI.
How long has she been
ya?
at Carcinogenous?
But I tell you about
When
Helen,
they introduced
one thing
her,
I
they
know,
said it was like
Helen
1996.
works. And the other workers, bunch of personalities in the building. Bunch of personalities want to party this afternoon and not
You
be
think she's had a few drinks?
working.
Oh, definitely.
Just a few parting words. Y'all want to hear my take? My hot take? How do I look, by the way? Hot? Taken? You think I would be in this size 2 silver slink bum? Always the deal maker. Never the big deal.
She's in great
Hey, Stephen
shape.
Canning, we still meeting up later? You and me right here at this bar. First drinks on me.
Hey, didn't you
Inside info, Steve's
report
got
to
some
her
catching up
for a
to
while?
do.
Just for like 2 months because community engagement was getting rolled into marketing and communications for a time.
That's where the expectations were.
What was that like?
She was really quiet, man. I never saw her like this.
It's her last company activity. She's the star. Why not go out with a bang?
Gotta say though, she was just working all the time. I would get emails 3:30 a.m.
Workaholic.
15 years. All about forced scarcity. Let me tell you a little story this afternoon before we go. The poorest girl in the poorest East Kentucky shantytown village, Owsley County, she would go shack to shack, door to door. Little saleswoman, you know what she was doing? She was selling dirt. Pushing her tiny wheelbarrow up and down.
It's a regular Molly Malone.
The wheelbarrow would tip, all the dirt spilling, and she would slowly, hand by hand, put the dirt back into her wheelbarrow, rubbing through the grass, looking for her dirt. It was horrible conditions, and the truth is her one wheel was more of a square. Until one day, she had the biggest wipeout of all. Head over heels, she and her wheelbarrow and all of her dirt flung into an enormous puddle. Good luck getting any of your dirt out of a bunch of muddy water. But the little dirt girl wasn't finished. You know what she did? She started to think. There were the fuzzy mysteries littering her past. There were reams of vague impossibilities pretending to compromise her future.
Sounds familiar.
Well, when all that ran its course, she felt a leech attached to her arm, and observing it, she came to grips with the fact that in the last 2 quarters, her dirt business revenues had endured consistent losses. The most recent reporting showed her to be 19 points in the red. Her annual statement was 90 days overdue, analysis she kept avoiding because if she were honest, the numbers were very, very dark.
What the hell is going on here?
For the little dirt
Is
girl.
Diane having a mental break or...
Employee
I don't know.
retention, inventory control, timeliness.
I think we should hear it for the junior accounting club at Owsley Elementary School.
Yep.
That day, the little dirt girl, yours truly, me, quit.
I knew it. Way to go, Diane.
How can I put it? That little girl retired.
Wow.
I hopped a train a few days later from Lexington to New York City. I was 12 years old, I looked like a boy, I dressed like a boy. I ended up on the streets, eventually in a Catholic home, then juvenile detention. I eventually enrolled after getting my general equivalency diploma to the State University of New York. And then I dropped out when I had what I needed to work as a secretary at Philip Morris. I said it, a secretary, back when they called them secretaries.
She's really getting mileage out of this secretary thing.
Big tobacco was big business in the Big Apple. Of course, eventually I found my way to care synergists with you. Oh yes. And today's my day of retirement. Have I taken up some time before we all get back to the bar? You're all gonna retire someday. You might as well start thinking about your speech and how you want it to be something like this one. What am I gonna do in my retirement? Well, all I can think about is getting back to Owsley County, Kentucky. Maybe pushing around. Something this time it might be with my four-wheeler. Or maybe pushing some more dirt. Maybe pushing the dirt out of the way for my own grave. Happy retirement to me, Diane MacGrudis.
Well, she did not spare us the image of her own mortality.
Yeah, nice lady, hard worker, worked a lot. Might have burned some personal bridges, perhaps. I mean, she alluded to having some ups and downs in her personal life, something about the forced scarcity thing. It's kind of a haunting concept if you think about it. Could she maybe get some help with that? Probably could work with a therapist to find balance.
She's coming right over to us.
What?
Hi, you two. I got 2 champagnes here, vodka laced, with your names on it. One for you, Craig. One for you, Barry.
Cheers, Diane. Thanks for these. Happiness for the retiree.
Yeah, totally. Cheers, Diane.
Barry, we used to work together.
That's right.
What happened? How long has it been?
Oh yeah, it's almost 2 years. It was fun, though. You were a really good boss.
I loved our Vegas show. We went to Nakubo.
Yeah, Nakubo, the college and
the
universities
Nakubo show.
Trade show. It was a great trade show in Vegas, that's right.
Seemed like we were there a long time.
Oh yeah, we were there about a week. We had a couple of talks, and then our booth was huge.
I remember our bonus time. We were in the Four Seasons, and we had an extra meeting for the trade show.
I primarily remember us going to Care Synergists, receptions and corporate parties.
Craig, you're standing right here. Do you see this?
Yeah,
You see Barry being all shy.
Well,
Barry's
a busy guy.
I'm retired.
Barry's got
You can do
his wife.
anything.
Barry's got his wife and kids waiting.
Barry, you call me. Here's my
Diane,
number. Here's my last.
Why don't you let me?
Card of,
I'll take the card.
of one of my last.
Why don't we have one last toast to the lucky girl on her day? How about that? The retired senior VP.
That's right, Diane. You did so good up there, the dirt girl.
I gotta go. I gotta say goodbye to Stuart. I gotta love you guys. Give me a kiss.
Ooh, okay. Oh.
Thanks, Diane.
Yeah, thanks, Diane. Gonna miss you.
Whoa. That took an unexpected turn.
Yeah, I guess we could get HR involved, but she's on her way.
Yeah, you know, she's been going through a lot. She's probably not at her best, so just maybe let the bygones be bygones.
You know, I've been divorced for a while now, and something about that kiss. You mind if I keep this?
Hey, that card belongs to me. Give it.
That was Diane MacGrudis' retirement party. Mandatory. You're listening to an original audio production of The Attentionist by yours truly, Geoff Little. It's a G-Jeff, a Geoffrey. Thank you so much for being interested in original, immersive audio fiction. I have a lot of these up at theattentionist.com, and of course it's available on the streaming platforms that make up our lives. It's also on audible.com. That's right, you can get podcasts through Audible. So I appreciate the time you've taken to listen. Would you like to go even further? Because you can. Become a Patreon supporter for $3 a month. It really helps this show in a variety of ways. Plus, you get extras. In the last few weeks, Patreon supporters have listened to a very curious found audio cassette that I found on eBay and digitized from 1974. It's a guy whose life is unraveling because of his divorce, and I just find the audio deliciously earnest and real. I love it. That's one of many things up in the Patreon site, and you can join for free for 7 days, not pay a thing, and get access to all these extras of many kinds. So think about that. Hey, send me any feedback of any kind at lilwhq@gmail.com. Man, I love doing this stuff. Talk to me. Until next time, this is Geoffrey Little on The Attentionist.